apparently Trump is proposing a bill that will cut Section 8 funding. You don't have to be someone that utilizes Section 8 to see the damage that this man is trying to cause. Why is it when money needs to be cut, they want to try to take from low-income families, but not make their rich friends pay their taxes? If the people who were well off would just pay their taxes, no money would need to be cut. And people seem to think that, oh, ghetto people are just the ones with Section 8. No, it is made for low-income families, people with disabilities, veterans, people that just need help paying their rent. It just seemed like to me that they like to attack groups that are the most vulnerable instead of getting more money from the groups that are more stable. That's just crazy to me. And at some point you got to think, these people are really evil. You're cutting funding from people who already can't afford their housing. How evil do you sound? Section 8 has paved the way for many people to be able to have roof and housing over their heads. So to make that a primary focus for cutting, it's just weird to me. Diabolical, if you will.
I'm gonna have to come live with you, man, because they just took my Section 8. So they took my Section 8 voucher. Who the fuck gonna vote for me and let me come live with them? Story of the day. Your shit gone sooner than later. Open your eyes tomorrow, you'll have a note at your goddamn door. Section 8. It's over with for your ass.
That boy said they took my voucher, who gonna vouch for me? Boy, ain't nobody vouching for you. The people took your voucher for a fucking reason.
Baby, y'all see what they're doing with that Section 8 program, huh? It's crazy how they're doing everything. So if you've been on Section 8 for 20, 30, 40 years, they're telling you that you got to be out of there within like the next, I think, 60 days. I don't know how they're doing it, but they letting you know that it's no longer. But they're giving you a 2-year grace period if you just recently own it. But the Section 8 program is being cut. You got to get out. And it's just crazy all over the world. And at the same time that they telling people they got to get off of Section 8, and they no longer be on Section 8, especially when you've been on it for that long. And when you've been passing it down, they're like, they don't care. You got to go. With that being said, they also created a law where it's illegal to be homeless. So you can't be on Section 8. It's illegal to be homeless. So they're arresting homeless people and telling them they can't be on the street, dragging their cots and their tents and stuff off the street, putting them in garbage cans. Because now they're saying it's illegal to be homeless. But yet, they're putting you off of a program that assists you. Because Section 8 ain't free. You have to pay some of that bill. They don't just give you the whole thing. Some people may get 100%, but not, baby, that's rare. Section 8 ain't free. They're putting you off a program that will assist you to pay your rent. And now they're telling you it's illegal to be homeless. So we can't make it make sense. They also messing with those people at the nursing home. They closing wings because of the Medicaid is cut. It's over with. And so basically they're telling you, go check on your people at the nursing home. This is happening in real time. If you've seen this video and you're on that program, get yourself together, because you may not have received your letter yet, but you know who you are. Get yourself together. Get your family together. Do what you got to do. Go see what you can do. Rent out a room, rent out a section, or do something like that. But you guys be blessed.
Just because you haven't received a letter yet saying you're cut from the program does not mean it's all good. It does not mean that you're safe. It does not mean that you need to kick your feet up and be like, "Ooh, I'm glad it wasn't me." Because you never know. You might get a letter very soon. Sometime the end of this year, beginning of next year. Next year is when the changes really will set in stone for real, and they will really be felt even more throughout America. What's really the most sickening is the elderly people being kicked out of the nursing homes and how they're treating them too, dragging them, pushing them all on the floor, doing them dirty. The way they treat people over money in this country is insane. It's wild. When you don't got no more, they show you how they really don't like you and really don't care for you.
To the core and snap back into reality. What am I talking about? I'm talking about you are about to be paying rent like everybody else. If you are a lifelong recipient of Section 8, you will be shaken to the core. What is happening? The Trump administration is cracking down on every single one of you who are a lifelong recipient of this program. There are new directives now that not only sends guidelines on how recipients are receiving Section 8, they are telling you you're about to start put pen on paper and send those application in, because in 30 to 90 days, you are going to have no more Section 8 and pay your rent like everybody else. So there's also new directives that the Public Housing Authority to provide within 30 days full accounting of their tenants, including proof of citizenship. Yes, that means no illegal aliens on Section 8. And let me tell you, that is the best news. I am all for people who are needing help, but these programs are meant to be temporary.
I'm all for that too. No illegal alien, aka no migrant. You shouldn't be getting support if you're illegal. You should not have been able to get Section 8 food stamps. You shouldn't have been able to get no government assistance. It should have been for those that are actually citizens of the country, American citizens, not those that belong to another country. I don't know how y'all, meaning the government, I don't know how they let that go on for that long. I don't know how they let it go on at all. How are you letting illegal aliens get support? Meanwhile, there are millions of people out there that need support and still were not able to get it. Still on the waiting list, still waiting. They should have been top priority.
HUD Secretary Scott Turner is turning off the programs. Yes, indeed. Paul Sperry, who is an intrepid journalist, reports developing Trump HUD is proposing a 2-year cap on fraud-infested Section 8 housing subsidies. And before you get your draws all up in a wad trying to say that it's not right with fraud, yeah, it is. Y'all tell on yourselves. We see you. You think we don't see you on TikTok on these videos talking about your Section 8 housing, and you're in the store with 3 or 4 carts full of food, and then you get home and you start cooking the food and you show all the kids in the background and stuff. Y'all in the grocery store doing the dang on twerking and shit.
Doing the Watusi.
While other people are at work paying for you, sitting on your fat, gross ass. I seen this female the other day, and I'm like, golly, people are still doing this like it's the 80s again. Like, she has 9 kids, and she's pregnant with triplets. So that means before it's a wrap, she's gonna have 12 kids. Bitch, you about to struggle. I saw.
Yeah, you about to be struggling. 12 kids. First of all, man, with 12 kids, you need a big house. What, you gonna put 3 kids per room? Really 4. You gonna have to do 4 kids per room. Imagine how much she gonna have to spend on food. She gonna be working about 5, 6 jobs, man. I don't know how she gonna do it, honestly, with 12 kids. Without government assistance. I don't know how you gonna make it. People with 2, 3 kids can't make it right now. With great jobs, mind you.
Her other video, the subsequent video that she made, where she went from making all this food and waffles and all kinds of crap to another video because her food stamps got cut off, or at least greatly reduced. And she's making, like, she's rationing food, and you can see her rationing food out, and it's pretty bizarre.
I said that on one of my last videos, the last food stamp meltdown video. I said they're about to start rationing out the food. Look, it's already happening. They already rationing out the food. Gotta ration out the food to your kids. That's sad. Kid can't even get full. Going to sleep still hungry because you ain't got enough money to feed them. You depended on them so long. Didn't want to go out and do nothing. You thought it would be a forever thing. Y'all was living good. Like they say, high on the hog, right? Living high on the hog. Eating steak, lobster, crab legs, the whole 9. Now it's back to the basics, ain't it? Struggle meal central. It's just sad for the kids. It's bizarre, like she said. These parents got to get it together, man. Parents got to get it together.
But, you know, this is what it's come to. So Section 8 is going to be a program from now moving forward. You get on it 2 years. This is not the 80s where you get on it and you stay on it. You think we don't see you on TikTok making videos about how you, welfare workers. I wish I could find that woman so I could give her credit. She's a social worker, and she goes to people's houses and they talk to her about how to game the system. Like, they've been on the program on Section 8 for 30 years, and then she tells her daughter how to get on Section 8 and stay on Section 8 and get the vouchers. And then her granddaughter gets the Section 8 vouchers. And then it's just like generational poverty.
She beat me to it. I was about to say, that's like generational poverty, generational struggle. Instead of passing down a house, passing down a skill or a business, an inheritance. You know what I mean? Instead of passing something down, they're passing down the struggle. From generation to generation. My mama taught me how to game the system. My grandma taught me how to struggle. Like, who wants to struggle for life? Who wants to turn their lifestyle into a struggle? I agree with the 2 years. In 2 years, that's more than enough time to get back on your feet. 24 months. Some people become well off in 2 years. From struggling to well off. The lazy, milk the system, play it like it's a game people, y'all done. Y'all time is up. It's run dry. To the people that need it, y'all gonna get them 2 years. I hope every single person that needs it gets those 2 years. And everybody that's been milking the system, I hope y'all get kicked off.
Not teaching them how to be truly successful, but teaching them how to continually game the American welfare system. Yeah, those days are over, bitches. It's time for you to get up and find a trade. These trade schools, some of them are going to be free. Learn a trade. Show your kids that you're not just a welfare queen. Because, see, we're getting the foreigners up out of here, and now it's going to be up to you. Section 8 is only going to be a 2-year program. You're not going to be able to be on it for 20, 30 years anymore. This is glorious to watch. We'll continue to see the freakouts on TikTok. I'm here for it, baby.
Imagine that you've been on the system all your adult life, okay? And you've been able to pay
Milk the
low
system.
rent, like low rent, like $2 rent in the beginning. Then it might have went up to $50, something like that. But now you ain't gonna be able to be paying that low rent like that no more because because now the new president for the second time, President Trump, he like no more Section 8 for a lifetime. Because some people have had Section 8 for a lifetime. Yeah, a lifetime. And they used to be you could pass it down a long time ago. And then it be passed down and all that. Trump said no more. They really giving notice. They're really sending notices to people about this Section 8 that they got 2 years. They really, really got 2 years. I was like, for real? One girl that I know got her notice. They said 2 years, baby, you out of here. So, y'all, Section 8 is not the Section 8 that it has been ever since it's been a long, long time. So, yeah, y'all getting them letters. Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
I tell you the truth. You see Trump say you taking that Section 8? You see that? You see? That partial rent you be paying? You got to go pay full rent like everybody else. You heard me? So don't go to talk about no homeless shelters. Trump finna take that Section 8 from you, Section 9 and 10. And he need to take the sections from the club from you too. Cause that where you at with your Section 8 houses always in the...
Yo, he need to take them sections from you in the club too. Them do be the main ones in the club popping bottles. They got the sign coming out and everything. Big ballers. Pulling back up to that Section 8 crib. Some of them got Benzes and BMWs. See, these are the people that are abusing the system, and these the ones that and these are the ones he's targeting. These the ones and these are the ones he's getting rid of. She funny, but she ain't lying.
The section in the club and go home to your Section 8, pulling up in your Infinity truck or your Benz C300, pulling right up to your Section 8 house and your C300 out. You just left the section in the club popping bottles. See, that's why Trump taking your Section 8 from you. Then you'll be in Section 9 and 10. See? The joke's on you, Dust.
5 days since I have been able to eat anything. Why, may you ask? Why haven't you eaten 5 days, Courtney? Well, because Donald Trump decided to change the rules when you collect welfare benefits, food stamps, cash assistance, Section 8, disability, whatever it is. So I have been cut off. I have never worked a day in my life. I have 6 kids, 6 mouths to feed, 4 baby daddies. Okay.
Oh my goodness. She said she hasn't eaten in 5 days. That means all of those kids haven't eaten in 5 days. She got hella baby daddies. She's never worked a day in her life. Look like her plan backfire. It's backfiring, and I keep seeing this lady. She fed up, man. She don't know what to do, but bring it to TikTok. Complain all over TikTok. This is the worst day of her life. Her finding out that Trump passed these new bills, these new executive orders. Yeah, you about to go outside now.
I don't receive child support. I don't have any income. I've never had a job. I'm not ever going to have a job. I don't want a job. The whole point of having the kids was to get government benefits.
See? She admitted it too. She admitted it. The whole point of her having hella kids was to get government assistance. Told you, it's backfire. This is a laughing matter that people really realistically have been thinking this way for all of these years. It's been working though. They've been living off the system, could be lazy, sit on the couch eating chips all day, doing nothing. See, these are the people that have been on Facebook, all over Facebook, talking crazy in the comments, all over YouTube talking crazy in the comments because they got nothing better to do with their life. These are these people right here. This is what they look like, her right there. If you want to know who are these people, that's them. They have been living in a completely different world than us.
I have been collecting almost $10,000 a month in government benefits for 13 years.
Wow.
And now they just strip it from me. They take it from me. How the hell am I supposed to feed my kids? How? How am I supposed to pay rent?
J.O.B.?
This is bullshit. Not only that, I have over 335,000 followers, and not one person has offered to help me.
Of course not.
What's the point of having all these followers if they don't care, right? It is your responsibility as a taxpayer to support me and my kids. So, support me.
This the second lady that I heard say that. They real life feel like they got the entitled mindset. Since they took away my government assistance and y'all follow me, y'all need to help me. Why are they following? They really following you to laugh at you and keep up with your shenanigans. Were you helping any of those followers with food or benefits? You was getting over 10 bands a month in benefits. Did you help your followers out? Nah. But now you want to ask for help.
I was about to say I don't need to know who need to hear this, but I actually do know who need to hear this. Section 8 recipients, please come to the front. Stop calling these complexes, asking them if they accept Section 8. Okay? A lot of people is not accepting Section 8 because of, of various different reasons. We're not even going to dwell on that part because that's not what this video is about. Why is no one accept Section 8? Why are you still on Section 8? I personally think that Section 8 has done such a disservice for people nowadays that nobody can even live in today's regular world. I mean, once I became an adult, Section 8 was so saturated with everybody. The waiting list was so out of this world. I wasn't about to sit at home trying to live with my mother waiting for Section 8 to put me on the list. Imagine if I would have still been waiting today. I have had my own apartment since the age of like 24 years old. I got about 12 years in the game, and I've had a few help from a few programs here and there throughout the years. I have accepted help from social services too. But the difference between accepting help and being dependent on the help is two different things.
Right,
Y'all have become so dependent on Section 8 that a lot of y'all will just sit there and just either let it run out or be put out or be put off of Section 8 instead of finding a job and obtaining an apartment that you can afford. Rent is no longer going to be $300-400 anymore. You need to get out there and get in the paint. I feel like if Donald Trump is only going to allow older and people to be on Section 8, it should be that way. If you are at least like 55, 60 years and older, you should be on Section 8. If you have a disability, you should be on Section 8. But unfortunately, the people that are on Section 8 are able-bodied people that can work, get a job, and get that out there, make their own money, and pay rent. There are affordable apartments out there. Some are in, more impoverished ghetto neighborhoods, but if that's what you can afford, keep your head down until you can get something better. People are out here getting whole evictions on their record when they haven't paid rent in 20 years. You can imagine being on Section 8 for 20 years and you ain't saved a dime. You didn't understand the assignment was to cop and hold, not cop and blow. You were supposed
Right, you supposed to get on your feet. If you can't get on your feet in 20 years, you haven't saved not a penny. You haven't saved up you should have a bankroll. You should have stacks on deck for real. You should be good after 20 years. You know, some people invest into real estate or invest into the stock market and they get rich within 20 years. I'm talking about some of y'all been on Section 8 for 2 decades and still don't got nothing to your name or nothing to show for it. You definitely missed the assignment. You thought you could live on it until you get up out of here, man, until your time is up, until your clock expires. I mean, you might have seen your relatives do it, but look, it's different now. It's a program to help you get on your feet, not to cripple you and make it to where you never get on your feet. That's the issue. She right. Most people were dependent on it. They got comfortable on the system. They got used to it.
to save your money up to buy a house so that you could get out of the game. Section 8 wasn't designed to take care of y'all for the rest of y'all lives. For really? At one point in my life, I used to be upset. Like, why can't I get food stamps? Why can't I get this? Why can't I get that? I had to understand y'all lives. For really? At one point in my life, I used to be upset. Like, why can't I get food stamps? Why can't I get this? Why can't I get that? I had to understand that I didn't want to be sit in a box where I'm barely making it so that I can get governmental assistance. I'd rather have an uncapped earning than be capped at a certain amount, or I'll lose my food stamps, or I'll lose my Section 8, or I'll lose. No. Y'all have sat back and let the government, like, literally bend you over and do the bending. Now there's a vast majority of you guys that are going to be homeless, that are being put on Section 8, that can't find a place that even takes Section 8. Wake up and smell the coffee beans. Trump is getting rid of a lot of things, and if you don't get with the program, you're going to be outside, homeless, broke, naked, and cold.
And
There's no
starving.
way in the world that you had all this time to either save some money or get your life together, and now you homeless and you ain't paid rent in 20 years.
That's
Make
a
it make
shame.
sense.
That's a
The
shame.
program was just designed to help. Help. It was a stepping stool. But y'all sat there and used that program as a crutch. And now the crutch has been removed. Y'all act like y'all legs don't work. What you doing? At home. Watching Maury, Jerry Springer, chilling, watching Judge Judy. What was you doing with your time when you was on Section 8 for all them years? You ain't got no money saved up? Oh no. So don't he sit here and be like, oh, it's Trump fault. He got rid of Section 8. Oh, it's this person's fault that I'm holding. No, it's your fault. Because you wasn't standing on your own 2 feet, and everybody grown should be holding their own. Now that the tough is getting, your ass better get going. Go find you a job in a place you can afford because you got this. Don't play the blame game. It's already done. Okay? The deeds is already done. How are you going to maneuver and handle? Only thing on your mind is should be getting your shit together. Y'all wasting entirely too much time seeing, oh, who said accept Section 8 and sitting on people waiting lists while y'all sitting here homeless or in shelters and shit. Get a job and pay regular rent. That's it. That's literally the answers to your problem.
Facts. Should none of y'all be complaining? If you've been on the system for over 5 years, 10 years, but definitely 20 years, you shouldn't be complaining. You shouldn't be saying it's all Trump's fault. It's time to be accountable for your own actions or the lack thereof. You not taking any action. Put no action behind doing anything. Passing down generational poverty is crazy. That's insane. For real. That makes no sense. That's ridiculous. You should feel ashamed of yourself, for real. Now, if you got a disability, if you are elderly, yeah, you good. You should be on the system. There's a reason for you to be on it, especially the way retirement works. You don't really make enough to afford a proper life, most people. But if you are able to work, I get it. It's not a lot of jobs out here. You could start something for yourself. You could pick up a side hustle. You could pick up a trade. You could learn a trade, especially if you've been living off the system, you could have saved a little here, a little there, and you could have had a nice amount saved up. Most people will like 5, 10, 15, 20 years to save without having to pay for rent. Ask a normal working middle class employee, hey, if y'all didn't have to pay rent for 20 years, what would you do? I bet it's all type of answers you're going to hear. What people would have done and how grateful they would have been and how well off they would be right now. And we for sure would not be homeless or facing eviction. Family, let me know what y'all think about this video. Trump making changes. Yeah, the people that's on the system not going to like it. But y'all can no longer abuse the system. I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing more you can do. Appreciate y'all for watching. Peace. To my Hebrew fam, shalom.